All right, good morning, tribe, and welcome to the Donut Shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather Vorderbergen, coming to you live from Ravenscar, my wonderful backyard, where Chirpy is just chirping up a chirptastic, chirpy storm here. I don't know if that has something to do with the sun coming up, or the cold weather coming down, or what, but take it away, Chirpy. I'm going to sit over here and drink coffee for a bit. Okay, hey, Kimberly, good morning, and Kimberly. Good morning, Evie. Hello, hello. Aaron, greetings from downtown. Fun place to be. I really need to get a taller table out here. Good morning, Dan. Tammy, yeah, good morning, tribe. Cold, well, cold but beautiful. The temperature is 39 degrees, which is cold, but it's not as cold of a 39 degrees as if it were cloudy out. So the sun is warming things up quickly. Hey, Charles, good morning. Rich, wow, what a great way to wake up. Yep. Chirpy and I, man, we go way back. I think he's telling me, where are my peanuts, big guy? I'm out of peanuts. I need to go to the store. Oh, hello, birds. Other birds. Anyway, hey, Chris, good morning. Wolf. Hey, Chirpy, preach it, my avian brother. Wolf and Mockingbird. There's like a story there. Wolf and Mockingbird. I like that. Hey, Chris. Good morning, Bernice. Chris. Okay. Cool. I was wondering with the premature how the baby is doing. So it's good to hear everything's going fine. Any expectations on when she will be able to go home? The tribe wants to know. Hey, Shannon. Good morning. Donna. Yep, it does look like a beautiful day. Okay, hey, Jennifer, good morning. I've been researching all the wildflowers that grow on our 20 acres. Broomweed, mountain pinks, Mexican hat, prairie coneflower. I didn't find any of them on your website. Any info? Okay, yeah, so mountain pinks, if that's what I'm thinking of, that can be used as a bittering agent for like making cocktails. And then the Mexican hat and the prairie coneflower is related to and has pretty much the same properties as echinacea. And then the Mexican hat has some medicinal properties. I don't remember what they are. I have about 100 plants, maybe 150 that I still need to add to the website. So not everything that has powers is on there yet. But yeah, the mountain pinks, the Mexican hat, and the prairie coneflower definitely have powers. The broomweed, to use the scientific term. What is? There's a very odd plane flying overhead. Oh, okay. Good morning, Kat. Hope you're all well. Just popping in to say howdy, and I'm back out. My little Madster has emergency surgery late Monday night and will be hospitalized the rest of the week. Send us those healing tribe vibes, y'all. Okay, damn. Yeah, vibes and prayers going out to the little Madster, the mini cat. I guess that'd be a kitten, wouldn't it? Yowza. Damn. Okay, let me know what's going on there, cat. Hey, good morning, BJ. Good morning, Jill. Kiri, good morning. Wolf, it's 11 degrees there in Maine. Yowza. Hey, Rich, 27 in Colorado. That's cold. I was for a second there, I was thinking that was colder than here, but then I, actually did the math in my head, which didn't take very long because it's a very small space inside my head. But yeah, it's eek. What part of Colorado? Wow. Okay, Chris, should we go home maybe within a week? That is awesome news. good genes, making a healthy child, decided, I'm ready. Let's come on, world. Let's go. Let's go. Cool. Hey, good morning, Kimberly. Happy Wednesday. Trudy, good morning, Trudy. Hey, Charleser. How you doing this morning? Here we go. Good morning, lovely people. I'm pouring my coffee now. I, too, will drink coffee with you. The teenage girl has a hair perm appointment today, but we're having a virtual telehealth appointment on the way. Cool. Yeah. You see where they're trying to start the teledentistry, where like I guess you put a camera in your mouth and the dentist decides, if you actually need to come in or not. I'm not sure about that one, but a lot of the telemedic type stuff, I mean, that's what they're doing anyway, just kind of talking and anyway. Okay. Hey, Bonnie, how are you doing today? I've been thinking about you. Everything you're going through. No, the tribe is with you, Bonnie. The tribe is with you. Whoa, Corrine, give me another 12-hour shift. You're one tough person there, Corrine. Hey, Jason. Good morning. Or Sonia. I don't know if it's Jason or Sonia. We'll just call it Fontenote. Oh, wow. Littleton going to be 63 for a high today. Littleton. Have I been? I want to say I've been to Littleton. Wait a minute. Maybe. Is Wazoo Survival set up there? I think the part owner of Wazoo Survival moved out. Oh, did you see the bird just fly by? Was it Littleton, Colorado? I know people in Littleton, Colorado. I just need to figure out who. The mighty mini cat kitten, true to form, all the way down to the sinister little backstabbing appendix. Grr, the appendix. Or Achilles heel of the intestinal tract. Oh, okay, cool. Wolf. Okay. Game Cam showed that our ravens are the culprit on the theft of the fatty beef from the foxes. All right. I guess I'm not surprised at that at all. Oh, speaking of smart animals, did you see in the news yesterday that an octopus passed a cognitive exam designed for young children? Octopuses are smart. They're alien as all get out, but yeah, check it out. Hey, good morning, Sarah. Good morning, Raquette. My tongue doesn't work. Yep. Well, Tammy, a lot of people, it goes back to the basic person. The people are either super excited or horrified. And as a scientist, I'm just sitting back and going, let's see what happens. This is not a time to be a leader. And what I mean by that is you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. So if you are the person that has to make these decisions that affect all these people, there's no right answer. You're going to get screwed over whichever way you go. So that's why Chirpy is in charge of the tribe. I don't want that sort of pressure. Okay, south of Denver by the Chatfield Reservoir. I know that I've been there. When I used to go in the oil industry, I'd be out in the Denver a lot and around the areas there. Cool. Beautiful, beautiful area out there. Definitely. Curious. Telehealth is great for folks like me who live far from medical facilities, hate driving 1 to 3 hours, see a doc for 10 minutes, and then drive home, for all that time. Yep. I agree. Hey, good morning, Shayla. Oh, is it cuttlefish? Cool. Kind of in the same family as an octopus, right? There's a great octopus documentary on Netflix. Is that my what was it called? My Octopus Lover or something like that? I haven't seen it yet. Octopuses are just awesome. Okay, so this looks interesting. I'm assuming this Houston's first city to record all major COVID, and then we lose the last word. So is it say to record all the variations or something like that? Maybe. No. Hey, Cinnamon. Good morning. Oh, sorry, I had to jump down. It's a flippin' awesome hail or cephalopod overlords. How much worse could they do, really? Yeah, it was the longest 15 days of my life. All pre-shadowed by Groundhog's Day, the movie. Oh, here we go. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. Good morning. Morning for Mom and Dad. Beautiful day. It will be in the 40s. Hey, Dad, is anyone around you tapping the maple trees anymore, or are they pretty much not doing that? Yep. Here's the thing. Hopefully small businesses will be able to pick back up and get back to normal. Yeah, the coffee shop where Medicine Man Planko started, the Liquid Bean Coffee Shop in Old Town Spring, they held on for about a month and a half before they ended up just having to close down. It sucked because they were awesome. Oh, it was such a wonderful place. Great coffee, great people, great muffins, and free Wi-Fi. And we would sit there and we would work and get things set up for Medicine Man and drink coffee and buy muffins, and then it was closed. Yep, very minor changes for me. Living in low population area has its advantages. Okay, it almost seems like a year or more instead of 15 days. Well, to put things in perspective, let me double check this, but I want to say, was it? I have it somewhere. The March 25th was when the donut shop started. Thank you for your patience. Yeah, so March 25th, the donut shop will have been open 1 year. So just to put things in perspective. Oh, okay. What's the best natural way to lower your cholesterol? All right, before we answer that, well, first I need some coffee. But this is going to be, I don't want to say this, contrarian. So do you really need to lower your cholesterol? What is your LDH? What is your HDH? So there's the low density lipids and the high density lipids. Frankly, sage. Sage is really good for that. You know what? Hold on 1 second. Let me hold on 1 second. Okay, because I actually did a podcast on this. Yeah, sage. Okay, that's what I thought. So add sage to your diet. Sage tea, sage coffee. I don't know. In the beginning, before I had the brain pill, I would do. So I'm trying to take care of the sunlight here. Yeah. So sage. So add for basically every scoop of coffee grounds. When you're making coffee, if you're making coffee, add about an eighth of a teaspoon of sage and throw that in there. Now, the thing to look out for is that sage can also increase estrogen production in women. And so there are certain cancers that increased estrogen can affect. So if you have one of those cancers, you probably don't want to do the sage. But right now, sage is awesome. Ah, okay. My octopus teacher. Sorry, having flashbacks to high school. No, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Yep, and that's the thing. Let people make their choices. As Cinnamon saying, just be nice to those who continue to wear masks. There's no reason to shame them. You don't know what their background is, so let them do as they do, and you do as you do. Respect. RESPECT. That's I don't know how to spell respect. Okay. Yeah, I like to help. Jason Sonia, I like telehealth, so I don't have to take my 4 kids into a germy doctor's waiting room. Definitely. This is the reason I only take management positions at Ren fairs. You can herd cats and rennies with about the same success rate. I believe it. Boy, do I believe it. Yep. And that makes sense. Kimberly, my kids will still stay homeschooling. I've been vaccinated, but will continue to wear a mask due to being able to still get the virus, be asymptomatic, and spread it. I'd rather not be the one to infect my mom. Whoa, the sub-tribe in Woodville. You guys, now that Texas is open, you need to find a donut shop with Wi-Fi and hang out there and tease us with your donuts. But yes, you are living your dream. In fact, Aaron, so if you saw Merriweather's World last week, Aaron was the mapper for the group, and she is looking for property perhaps out in that area too. So if you know a realtor in the Woodville area, I know Cleo has a friend that does it, but if you know it, throw me a link so I can get it onto Aaron. Okay, Carol? Cool. So we might get the building the tribe even bigger out there. I like it. I'm just going to need 15 days to pay my bills. I'll write the check next year, though. There we go. Okay. So the cephalopod, it showed a preference for delayed reward incentive by waiting for a snack it preferred instead of accepting the blah snack sooner. It was similar to the marshmallow test. Super cool science project. Several critters have passed the test. That's cool. Cool. All right, Bonnie, my son is improving, and yesterday was acting like his usual joking self. Moving to behavioral services hospital today. He would have gone yesterday, but the BSH didn't know anything about permacath that was placed for continuous dialysis. Okay. Thank you for all the prayers and continued prayers. He got out of bed yesterday to give me a hug. He's trying to stop me from worrying. Kids, parents never stop worrying. All right, Alicia, I understand opening businesses, but the mask mandate removal is anti-science. Praying for my family, my friends, and yours too, who are first responders. Thank you. Working in essential businesses and all those who are at risk. On the good side, I'm on the wait list for the vaccine. Also, hey, good morning, Julie. Yeah, Jason Sunny. It was sunny here yesterday. I thought I woke up really late. They're going to ruin it with daylight savings time soon. Yeah, that happened to me this morning. It's like, wait a minute. Did the power go out? The sun's up. What's also being interesting is being out here every morning for a year. Well, I haven't been for a year, but for since the beginning of winter, I've been able to see where the sun comes up on the fence, and so I was able to see it track over, and now it's shifting back to the east. It was really almost like southeast, and it's shifting back. Anyway, it appealed to my science geeky. Yep. Good morning, tribe. Sounds like we should have a party on March 25th. I think so. We need to do something one of these days. Oh, okay, yes, they've just started tapping the maple trees. I haven't yet. It gets expensive cooking it with gas. Yeah, that's true. You need I wonder if charcoal or something. This is interesting. I read that cholesterol is pre-modern man's method of dealing with parasites. Yeah, I mean, because cholesterol does a lot of things in your body, and if you look deep into the research, the connections between cholesterol and bad stuff is pretty tentative. So, yeah, Rich. Well, Merriweather's World, you know that one. So that's my podcast. Hey, Wolf. Okay, we tapped two maples Sunday, and we'll be tapping birches later. Cool. Birch syrup is becoming a thing here in the States, and Maine has as many birches as maple. Cool. Cool. And some people have been tapping the hickories too. All right. The Houston hospital saw an increase last week from the week before. I pray you are right, but the hospitals anticipate an increase before the announcement. My suggestion: don't get sick. If only there were a pill for that. Oh yeah, I think a lot of things like this come to saying, same, not much change for me. I hope Target keeps their curbside service, so most likely. Ooh, sage fritters. Yeah, so sage has been shown to help with menopausal symptoms too because of that. Cool. My LDAs came in at 707. Holy moly. The threat of pharmaceuticals got me into the gym. Combined with my diet, I dropped 70 pounds. Awesome, Jonathan. And now, did you guys see that? A bird just landed on the side of my computer here. Oh, you see him. I don't know what. Oh, they're cedar waxwings. Oh, of course they're cedar waxwings. Cool. All right. Sorry, easily distracted. But that's awesome, Jonathan. The losing 70 pounds in particular. Oh yes. Oh, man, I wonder how close I can get to these dudes. Let me. Okay. Hold on a second here. Yeah. So I got a bunch of kumquat fruit that has fallen off the trees, and a flock of cedar waxwings just showed up and started gnawing on them. Pretty cool. And then one came and landed on the computer for a second, and then flew over there. All right. Well, all right. With spring break being here this month and all the traveling, I'm anxious to see the results in April. My friends that work for COVID wings and hospitals pretty upset over the mask mandate lift. Like I said, we will see. Ah, Chris. Okay, she has to pass the car seat test where her oxygen saturation doesn't drop out. That'd be good. That would be good. Praying for her. Hey, Deanna. Good morning, carpenters and the carplets. Hello, Lily and Di. Doing good today? And by that, I mean, do something good for the world today. Not, are you doing well today? Do good today. You do the sage in a light tempura type batter and deep fry them for a few minutes, crunchy and nummy. That sounds really awesome. Oh, you know what's also good, Wolf? And do that with maple leaves. So the deep fried maple leaves, when they're first coming out and they're first young and small, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Mm. Yep. Right there with you, Karina. I'm an advocate for people being respectful. If someone decides not to wear a mask, their choice. If someone decides to wear a mask, their choice. Everyone should be nice. Like Mama said, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Absolutely correct. But people have a tendency to think they are absolutely right and must impart this rightness on others. Mhm. Yep. Mixed feelings on this topic. This is something that we will deal with from here on out. And I mean, I look at the effect on the kids and the social distancing and all that, and when you look at the healthcare issues and the suicides and all that is just through the roof. Hey, Nicole. Good morning. Yep, birch syrup. That sounds interesting. I would love to try it. My family has a decent sized maple syrup operation in Minnesota. Cool. Hey, I think I think Chirpy is irritated by all the cedar wax. Oh yeah, he is chasing those cedar waxwings. Wow, Chirpy does not like the other birds in the yard. Chirpy, come on, man. There's more food than just you can eat. I think this whole king thing is going through your head. Oh, cool, Jennifer. My youngest son turns 30, April 11th. I'm sending him your bandana. He is a forager in Washington State. That is an awesome, awesome place to be a forager. But when is daylight savings times changing? Means the night of summer, the sunrise catches us around 4:45 a.m. I remember that up north there when the sun would be up by well before 5 a.m. Wow, so that's even more than the. So Nicole, it takes 100 gallons of birch water to make 1 gallon of birch syrup. Whereas those who don't know, with maples, it takes about 40 gallons of maple syrup, maple sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. All right, Darlene, sage is my favorite herb. It's pretty awesome. I like it. All right, Aaron. Mamuffet.com deals in acreage with fewer residential offerings. So there we go. We'll get you out to Woodville. Ooh, friend in Ohio, sister-in-law died Saturday from COVID. She was in the hospital for 9 weeks. That was a long time. Corey, name the little bird Hoppy. Yeah, he's not going to be around for very long. Where did they go? Oh, yeah, they're over in the neighbor's tree. Man, Chirpy. So I can't release it, but there's a tree filled with cedar waxwings in the neighbor's yard. And then right on the edge, there is Chirpy hanging out, staring at. Whoop. Where'd Chirpy go? Okay. Anyway, Chirpy is like, nah, no. You ain't coming in. So that's funny. Ooh, yes. Man, ever smell pineapple sage? That stuff is awesome. I'm sorry. I am just really. I don't know if you just saw the flock of the cedar waxwings just flew overhead. Chirpy is mad. Let's see. Chirpy. If I can. Yeah. Oh, well. I need a better camera. All right. Hey, Sherry. No donuts. We're out of donuts. Sorry. No donuts. Plenty of coffee. Yeah, Chirpy might make peace with the Cardinals to have the Cardinals help drive out the cedar waxwings. I don't know. It's like I mean, Chirpy is. It's like the old dog fights where the birds are swooping around and Chirpy is just going after them. Man. Yeah. The birds are used to your presence, but it's been almost a year you've been out there. Yeah. So next year they will perch on your head. That's actually the plan. I want to walk around with a mockingbird on my shoulder. Um, so my father has a story about that. Was it a grouse or a quail? Anyway, Dad was out hunting. He was sitting there, and this quail, came out of the woods, landed on his head, and hung out there. And the quail, basically sat on its head, 30 minutes, a half hour, until it was time for Dad to go back in. And so his buddy showed up with the car, and Dad got up and went to the car, and the quail followed the car and was like trying to get into the car and stuff. He has pictures of Dad with the quail just sitting on his head. I'll have to show that. Yeah, Jennifer, could hospital increase be related to stress of the winter storm? And I'm kind of suspecting that. Yeah. All right, Scott, haven't seen you well. Good morning, tribe. I'm way ahead of you all this morning. Java installed and ready to go feed the cows. Awesome. So I'm getting distracted because I'm watching these amazing dog fights in shadow form on the side of the house. And Chirpy just chased off another, and then he came back and landed in the tree. This is fascinating. Okay, we are going to switch Annie to homeschool. We've been doing virtual learning, and it's just not enough. One thing that has been a good byproduct of COVID is that I know I can homeschool her and provide a better education when she gets in public school. Most definitely. Hey, life goal. I have no problem looking at Radagast. Radagast the fool. Radagast the bird talker. Jennifer, Scott, betcha beat you to the cow feeding. I have the trampled feet to prove it. Okay, so mulberry leaves. I haven't. The last time the access to the mulberry tree I had was gone, but from what I've seen and read, they actually are pretty good when prepared properly. But I have not tried them yet. So yeah, cinnamon. Usually it's the sugar maple and the Japanese maples. In fact, the whole frying the maple leaves came out of Japan. The tempura type stuff. So I would say try any of them. But they recommend when they're small yet. As they get full size, they become somewhat bitter. But when they're small, they're actually quite good. They're considered almost a salad green when they're small. Oop, oop. Stop. All right. Yeah, do not speak to me of Radagast the Brown or his over fondness of mushrooms. Yep. Oh, sorry, the kids have a virtual day from school today. All right, it is time for the group take. Yeah, group take, group take. So, and it is Wednesday. So, Wednesday, we made it to Wednesday. Why not celebrate? Or, keep an eye on the blood pressure. And just saying, elderberry, echinacea, all these things that help strengthen and speed up the reaction and power of the immune system. Of course, the problem right now is yesterday morning we had another one of those things where someone said, well, in this case, the immune pill has some different poisonous plants on it, and so Amazon took it down again. But it's still available from the Medicine Man Plant Co. We're so close to just being done with Amazon. The brain pill. Doo-doo-doo. My personal favorite. Deep breath. And I'm happy to say the liver pill It's manufactured and on its way to Amazon. It should be there very soon. So it's a 4-1. Okay, Bonnie, you gave me so much great info yesterday, but I was wondering about plants and herbs for improved kidney function. I'm actually, hopefully by summer, we'll have the kidney pill out. I'm still doing some formulation on that. There's a lot of plants and herbs to choose from, and so I'm trying to figure out which would be the best. So it's playing around, testing some things like that. Now, I have to be careful what I say. Yeah, so maybe for general kidney health and associated common kidney problems. And even that is probably too much for the FDA. Yep. And that's one nice thing about the mandate is that the individual businesses can still require them. So we'll see what happens. All right, we are considering as well for my youngest. I have a group of friends who homeschool and they are super supportive. We already do some homeschooling, but staying in the virtual for a bit of social time, but it's pulling teeth. Oh, been staying in the virtual for a bit of social time, but it's pulling teeth. Yeah. Just a minute. Virtual learning, when it's not something that had already been developed in ahead. There are some virtual online schools that have been doing it for years and do it really well. But when suddenly the public school system has to say, hey, you have to convert everything virtual, it ends badly. Was it Boston, I think it was, said that, once they did a survey, they found about 80% of the kids weren't partaking in the virtual learning that they were supposed to be doing. It was just too many problems, computer problems, and I just glitched out here for a second. But yeah, so yeah, now's the time to step up the homeschooling and all that sort of thing. When you said do good today, Lily took her fake spider in a box out of her backpack. She will refrain from tricking her teachers. You made the right choice there, Lily. You made the right. Save it for April 1st. April 1st, April Fool's Day. Do it then. You're a good kid, Lily. I like you. Never met you, but I can tell you're a good kid. Yep, my yard. That's pretty much Chirpy in a nutshell right there. Yes, I know, the peanuts. All right. Oh, my neighbors. Okay, so Chirpy is very territorial, especially in spring. Does he usually have a mate? I think so. I've started seeing 2 mockingbirds hanging out back here. Not there's no nest or anything like that yet, but I think they're courting. Yeah. Okay, no, the cedar weed waxwings are over there again. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't forget that flipping tables and chasing people with whips is not out of the question. Because that's usually people like. Whoa, what? Oh, shoot. I got to take this. Hold on. Hey. I'm good. I'm doing the donut shop, but I got a few minutes here. Okay. Yeah. Call me later on that. Okay. Cool. Thanks. Okay. So I'm trying to get a friend a new job. So, yep. Darlene, have you ever seen a mockingbird attack a crow? It's funny. I can believe it, man, because crows are kind of mean too. I like crows. I like birds. I like watching the birds. I never started out as like a bird watcher or anything, but hanging out here in the backyard and just getting to know the birds back here, it's like, wow, they're different. Like they have personalities and stuff. Hey, Deanna. Good to hear. I prefer this conversation over yesterday's. But every so often you need those. Oh, now here we go. A bird's social life is amazing. A soap opera based on a chicken flock would be way cool. I think that would get viewers. I think that would. With the right narrator, that could be fun. Of course, my idea of an excellent narrator is Pee Wee Herman or Bobcat Goldthwait. Oh, that's what we need. We need Bobcat Goldthwait to narrate the life of a flock of chickens. I would watch that. Ooh, okay. If I could have any additive in my soap, what would it be? It would be rosemary. Definitely rosemary. The scent of rosemary has been shown to be a very strong effects on memory, both remembering stuff, like putting stuff into long-term memory and then pulling it back out when needed. I tell the story when I was in the oil industry. Occasionally, I'd have to go up to Canada, and there I would stay at this one Westin Hotel, the Westin hotel chain, and they had little bottles of shampoo and body wash and conditioner that had the rosemary in it, and I would buy boxes of these off the people who took care of the rooms, the cleaning people, because I loved it so much and I felt like it was helping me. So yeah, rosemary would be my first choice. Second choice, goldenrod or sage. Because the goldenrod has some really nice antibiotic properties and some other things like that can be absorbed through the skin. But absolutely, without a doubt, number one, rosemary. I wonder if the heart attack death in the middle of the freeze, no electricity, was stress related from the weather. Yeah. And that's a big problem, like up in Minnesota, where my dad was an insurance agent for a long time. They basically, every time there was a blizzard or a heavy snowfall, they knew some of his clients were going to suffer heart attacks because they were, suddenly shoveling snow, not ready for it, taking too much per shovel, and then the heart goes ka-chunk. Ooh, okay. It is 8:00. I need to get into work. So, cheers. Here's the coffee. Chirpy says cheers. Chirpy says a lot, but that's okay. And then I will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Donut shop at the beginning of the world. And then again tomorrow evening at Merriweather's World, where I will be talking about the basics of setting up an emergency or camping type solar power system to run some basic stuff, lights and fans and things of that nature. So not one of the big whole house array type things, but more of like a sub 1000 or sub 500 watt type system. It'll all make sense tomorrow night. Okay. Gotta go. There's the phone again. And broadcast.